South Florida. Yeah. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida.
When you on the field, is it pregame? Like, is it ever? Are you ever afraid? Does you ever feel fear, or do you ever feel pressure?
Nervous.
You ever feel pressure?
Not one bit.
None of that.
No. Who's been your tough defender? Like, who's guarded you the tough?
Yeah, who's the toughest person to play?
I don't see nobody.
I knew this.
Nobody.
He was gonna give it the damn hood.
That's what I'm for. I'm a playmaker. I love receiving. I love to catch the ball. I love to go over people's head.
Yeah.
So I just got to do what I do.
University of Miami, they land you, and then they land the number one. We call him football player, number one player in the nation, James Williams.
Yeah.
Both playing the same position, right? How do you envision that working? Are they telling you how that's gonna work, or?
Well, I feel like me and James two different safeties.
Uh-huh.
And I'm more of the ball hogging safety. He's more of the rangy playing, like you couldn't say like in the box, but like the striker position, strong safety.
Right.
And I'm more of the free safety. So I already know in practice that's gonna just build great competition. And when the game comes, it's gonna be easy.
That's what's
Because
up.
I know we go hand in hand because it's like we're the same person.
Right.
So he has like his strengths and weaknesses, and I have my strengths and weaknesses. And we're gonna he can feed off of me, learn how to, I guess, be more of the free safety, and then I can learn off of him, be more of like a closer to the box safety.
Right.
So I feel like we just gonna make each other better.
Yeah, James played free safety. He wanted to play free safety. He was big on that. But James don't never be back at free safety. James be close to the line, the linebacker sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
that's
just him helping his team win.
That's his chess. Yeah, that's it. That's him playing chess with the team. I totally
Yeah.
get. I covered James since he was that big, bro. I've known him all his life.
I just feel like every time it's just man on man. If he wins the battle, then that goes to play. He doesn't break on the run, or if this person like doesn't take that step, or certain things. It just, I feel like you beat your man every play,
Right.
and you got the best chance to stop any team, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5-star. Lean loyalty. 6'12", 276 pounds.
Yeah. After that, I just started with creative tackles after tackle.
Yeah, the first play was like a tackle for loss, like 6.
Yeah.
Dog, they didn't touch you, like.
Yeah,
What,
like they did.
explain to me, dog. Like, what is that about? Like, how do they not? You 6'5", 300 pounds. Is it something? Is it a swim move? Is something you do? Like, they don't see you? You're teleporting? What's going on?
I'm too fast for long.
They don't realize you that fast when the game starts. Like,
I'm gonna be the best player on the field. Like, I just gotta show the world. Like, I'm the true 50. I'm the next 56 up. The next. I'm gonna just go crazy this year. Like, show people like wow at 56. Like, show them like I want to take care of them. I want to put in a big house, stupid cars, big pool in the backyard. Put on for my brothers, my nieces and nephews. Like, coaches and boys for like having me here at this like position that I'm in now, cause like it took hard work and dedication. Without all of them to guide me in the right path, I wouldn't be here today. So I thank all of them for like helping me out. Like, yeah.
It's gonna take 3 motherfucking days, and that's what?
Big time players step up in big game. All the criticize and all that, it's over, baby. Big time players step up in big game.
what's good, man? What's going on, man? What's going on? What's up? I'm D. About to talk about everything from Bitcoin to ball. First thing first, 786-459-499, 786-459-499. We want to get down with IOD Squad. The number scrolling at the bottom, just send us a text if you want to get down with the IOD Squad. So what's going on, man? Today we got a press conference with haven't did this in a while, so I'm trying to get this to work. Today we got a press conference, post-practice press conference. Every Wednesday it's home. What's going on, Jay White? Every Wednesday we're at the crib. So today we got a post-practice press conference. I don't like the speaker being right here. Speaker sucks. And we're gonna try to. I ain't did this in a while, so let me see how I'm gonna pull this off. I'm gonna pull us in this like this. Today Wednesday, Jay, so they're gonna file in here. They're gonna file in here slow. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they're gonna file in here slow. Today Wednesday. So don't worry about that. Somehow on Wednesdays, YouTube alerts people slower or something. I don't know. It's been like that for a long time though. I'm not sure what it is. But when they start talking, I want y'all to give me a thumbs up if y'all could hear them. Trying to see if I got this figured out so I don't jack nothing up. One, two. Yeah, I think I got it. All right, so Mario should come in here first and talk. I'm trying to get this thing queued up so y'all can hear. Remember last time y'all couldn't hear through here. Well, let me start it. No, last time y'all couldn't hear through here. Share system audio. So when you come on, man, when you start talking, y'all let me know if y'all can hear. Give me a thumbs up, but we'll have to just do it another way. I don't remember this being this complicated. So what's going on, man? What is going on? Who we got in here? 30 in here. Make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Jay White say, is it me or is crypto dropping again? Well, we got time on chart for you. And we should run it real fast. But since we got time, ask the crypto question. Oh. Let me pull up a chart for you. One here you go. Jay White question was, is it me or is crypto dropping again? We're gonna go to the weekly real fast. Yes, crypto, Bitcoin. We on Bitcoin, so everything follows Bitcoin. Bitcoin was once 69,000 back in November 21. Has dropped down to 19,000. Right. This over here is what we call a support. This right here is support. So every time it hits this, it bounces back up. You see it bounces back up right here. Can y'all even see this? Am I just talking for my health? It bounces. Okay, this over here. This over here is called the support. That means there's buyers right here, buyers and sellers right here. So anytime the price hits that, it's probably going to bounce up because people are going to buy at this price, 19, somewhere around 19, between 19, let's see, between, no, that's the wrong one. Over here. Okay, that's the other support. Okay, between 19, so it's kind of breaking it a little bit. 19.5, 19, it usually bounces up from it, but last night it hit like 18, and then it started bouncing back up. Yes, it is going down again. For the smart people, it's good. For people who are afraid, it's not good. Or people who don't understand, let's put it that way. For people who don't understand, it's not good. But real fast, I'm gonna show you this. So in June, it went to 17,434. It hit 17,434 briefly, and then shot back up. Why? Because it was buyers. There was people there saying, hey, listen, we're gonna buy Bitcoin at 17. Because people don't believe that it's going to ever go lower than that. So now it drops again. It comes to 18. And if it reverses back up, if it starts going back up, which it has, 19, and if it continues to go back up, then this may be the floor right here. This 17 may be the floor. If it breaks this 17, then it may go lower. But the bottom line is, do you believe Bitcoin is in our future? Do you believe cryptocurrency is in our future? Do you believe the blockchain is in our future? If you do, then you should invest as such, which means if I believe it's in the future, the lower it goes, the more I should buy. The more I would buy because the lower it goes, because I believe that's me getting it on sale because one day it'll be $100,000. Does that make sense to anybody? I hope that that was kind of fast, but I hope it made some sense. If you're just getting here, man, we're waiting. We're going to get in here and listen to the press conference. I may ask a couple questions. We got Jose Barragales, Rivers, Coach Mario, and one more person, and Jake the Snake. You see when players do well, yeah, I think Miami is the third best team. I've been a Miami fan since 2003. I think Miami is the third best team in Miami right now. Mario needs 4 years because he can't win. You think it's the third best team? The third best team in Miami right now? Okay, so I made some sense. Okay, cool. Mario should be coming here at any point in time now. Shout out to Sean Rounds, man, with the 50 bones, man. Sean Rounds. Shout out to Sean Rounds, man, with the 50. Sean don't even say nothing, man. He's just sitting moolah. Miami's the third best team in Miami right now. Mario needs 4 years. Miami is since 2003. I think Miami is the third best team in history. Is maybe what he's trying to say. So no, man. So yeah. So if you believe in cryptocurrency and you think it will be in our future, then the lower it goes, I mean, the philosophy would be it's on sale. You should buy while it's low. Buy low, sell high. We say it all the time, but our emotions don't let us do it when it's time to do it. Bitcoin is low, but when it's low, we look at it like, oh man, like y'all listen to Rick Ross, and Rick Ross said, "Where my crypto heads at? Where my crypto heads at? Where my crypto heads?" And then y'all believe in Rick Ross, but listen, the market goes down and it goes up. Go look at your Google stock. Go look at the rest of the stocks. They all down, except Apple, I think. They all down. The whole market is down. I can show you a chart where the whole market is down, is in the downtrend, but it goes down and it goes up. If you think it's gonna keep going down for the first time in life, then we all in trouble. Y'all got a question? Anything cool y'all would like to ask Mario, or y'all would want to know if it makes sense? If it makes sense, I'll mess with it. I haven't did this in a long time, so if it don't work right off the bat, y'all, we're gonna figure it out, okay? So what else is going on, bro? What else we got going on? Money rounds, Christian. Tonight we got Twitter Space tonight, 7:30. We got Twitter Space tonight. That's going down. Everybody seen the video special section today in Miami Herald. Special Susan Miller. The special section today in Miami Herald include my in-depth cover. Shout out Susan, dog. Include my in-depth cover. Talk to old Canes fam, folks. Mario close to, even got mom from 90 interview. Mario Cristobal turned a dream job as a Secret Service agent to stay with Miami. He's glad he did. So Susan wrote something. Tell X don't come in the space captain. I would definitely tell him that, Sean Round. Sean Round said, don't come in the space captain tonight, dog. Talking about Manny a good DC. X said Manny was a good DC. Well, I guess Manny did well at DC. Here he did, I guess. Shout out to the Football Bill Villains, man. I put out that info late last night. So go check the community section, that info in there. Another Caneville experience job. If you want to become a villain, I ain't got nothing up today. Click the join button right there next to, should be right there next to subscribe for y'all. That's where it's supposed to be at. Yeah, click the join button right next to subscribe. And here's the IOD Squad link. IOD Squad, if y'all want to get down. Invest or die. I'll pin the link in the top of the comment section. And drop an IOD emoji. So yeah, man, y'all got in here late, man. Y'all just missed a quick cryptocurrency Bitcoin charting experience. Well, I explained to Jay White, yes, cryptocurrency went backwards again last night. It did. And the smart people are sitting there saying, please go to 13, or please go to wherever the next support is. Where the next support at? 13,000 is the next support. Please go to 13, because, bro, listen, when the thing turns around, the same people that pull it down are the same billionaires that push it back up. When it turns around, it goes up fast. It goes up fast, unless it starts trading sideways. But you can make, this is what I want everybody to do today. Somebody write this down. Bitcoin is at 18,000. 18,800. That's what Bitcoin is at. The last time in June when it touched 17,000, the next month it jumped up to 25,000. That's like 30%. That's like making 30% on your money right there. If you got the balls to buy it when it's low, that's like making 30% on your money. From 17 to 25, it jumped up. You could have sold at 24 when you saw about the reverse and drop back down again, and you could do it again. You could buy it again at 18, and when it go back up to 30, you could sell it. That's another 30,000. Y'all follow me? If you really wanted to get into it like that. But don't let anybody say, oh man, cryptocurrency doing bad. But I think I believe crypto. I'm not your financial advisor, but I believe crypto is just a long-term thing that you hold. You don't necessarily have to trade it like that. I was giving it's a long-term thing. You hold it because it's going to the moon, I believe. What's going on here, man? We got a live press conference. We used to do these things last year. Haven't did one this year yet. Let me see if I got a pen so I might write down a question or two. Well, I got a whole computer right here in my face. So what I need a pen for? I think this is 1986. And a whole goddamn computer. You know, I got a question I might want to ask. Let me see. What do you want to ask Mario? I wanted to ask Mario, hey Mario, since you explained to me the other day how grades work, you want to start giving the fans a grade, like the crowd a grade, the stadium a grade? Every week we'll start giving the stadium a grade. Like this week we said it was a C. If we can get that thing full capacity, loud to the max, then we get it to an A. You think he'll answer that? Coach A, Footballville Mama was in charge of pursuit drills today for the defense. This man here. Shout out to Sean Rounds again for the $50 early this morning, man. Sean Rounds, we used to do this all the time. Go live with the press conferences, maybe a little delay. But when it starts, I'm gonna have to figure it out. So it might not jump off right away. How y'all wanted to jump off. All right. Haven't did it in a while. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. So y'all bear with me when this thing gets started. That's all I'm saying. When they start talking, I want y'all to give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear them or not. Any IPO this weekly watch list? I guess I could find out what's IPOing. That's Cal Branch's thing. Cal Branch rides to IPOs like wild horses. But he had one the other day, man. For like 3 or 4. Let me know if y'all can hear them. Here they come. Can y'all hear that? Give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear anything? Yes, no, maybe so. Yeah, dog, we got a lot of views. We got a lot of videos too. Okay, they're not. Okay, that's fine. I think I know what I gotta do. Oh, here we go. They're not talking though. They're not saying nothing. Give me a thumbs up when y'all hear them talking, not me talking, okay? I may turn off my camera so I can use the camera in the Zoom. I don't have to have a camera in there. I could just have like a emoji or something. Let me see what I got in there. It should be coming soon, I guess. Okay, no, so they're not talking. They're not saying anything yet. John Tilly said when Bitcoin made its run in 12-15 last year, this was the same supported resistance bounced off around 18. Yeah. I mean, I mean, I don't know, bro. It doesn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense to me. Everything's being built on the blockchain. New things are coming out. Let's just take Tesla, and Tesla's growing company. Tesla's everywhere. You see Teslas popping up in South Florida everywhere. They done took over California, and Tesla stock's going backwards because the stock has nothing to do with the company. It has more to do with the emotions of the people. That's it. It has more to do with the emotions of the people and the news being put out and what people feel. And people and the hedge funds with money and people they can pull it down because they have so much money invested in all of these stocks. Like if you look at these stocks, who owns the majority of them, a lot of times it's these hedge funds, these big companies. So yeah, so you're right. It did. It bounced off of. Adam Lichtenstein say, so if everybody gonna put their hands up before the press conference even start, I guess he's gonna do it too. Yeah, boys, these people wild, man. So that's the type of stuff, man, we ain't invested in. That's the type of stuff we talk about. That's the type of stuff we have, the information we have in there. We trade every day. We in a trade right now. We trade every day. We're in a trade right now. So if you want to be involved, 786-405-9499. Click the link. Click the link at the top of the comment section. We have one-on-ones. One-on-ones I do now. I have a course that was on sale. It just went off sale. So, man, if you want to get involved, just send us a text or click the link. Click the link in the top of the comment section. But yeah, y'all want to ask Mario something? What y'all want to know from Mario, man? I may ask him about the fans. I don't know if he's going to answer that. I don't know if he... I would think it would give him a chance to say something about the fans, but I don't know. Something y'all want to know? At this point, I mean, when asked him why Jacoby George is still in Southern Mississippi, a Southern Mississippi jersey. When he said everybody rotates, don't look like in the rotation. It's gonna be George and Horton, suspended guys. I heard we were running out of lithium for electric cars, so be mindful of those stocks. Man, I put my money on Elon Musk any day. Jay, I'm riding with Elon Musk, dog. I'm sure he got he sent spaceships to the moon, out of space. I'm sure he got the lithium thing figured out, big homie. I'm riding with Elon. I'm like Lonzo. I'm riding with Elon Musk. So not just getting in here, man. It's something we used to do last year, bro. We used to do the press conferences like not live, but a little delay and ask questions. I ask questions from my end, and let you guys experience it. That's how all these guys saw when I asked Manny the question. But first time doing it this year, so we're gonna try to do it again. I mean, first time doing it this year, so we're gonna have to get the kinks out this time. So we may miss a little bit of something. T2 Terrence Lewis put out a tweet yesterday. Said, "Hey, listen, colleges, y'all could contact me because I'm about to be in the transporter soon." T2 said that yesterday. I don't know if it's still on Twitter or not, but that's what he said yesterday. Man, I was watching Indiana and Illinois. Indiana and Illinois highlights three things. DJ Matthews getting off. The old young Florida wide receiver. Hightower was doing his thing. Remember Hightower?
In progress.
Okay, so here they come. Can y'all hear it? Give me thumbs up if y'all can hear it. Hightower was doing his thing. Sean Shivers, former Auburn running back from South Florida, got flipped early in that game. I'm gonna see if I can show y'all that. He got thumped early in that game. He came back in the game though. Sometimes he's a tough kid. But boy, he got thumped. Boy, see how we be waiting. We supposed to be here 11:05, boy. 11:45, boy. See how they have us waiting. Practice is just ending. You know what I'm saying? I can only imagine after practice being out there in that sun, bro. You gotta cool down or something. So, but we just hurry up and wait. That's some military stuff. Y'all don't know about that.
Just FYI today, folks, Coach does have a meeting he needs to get to pretty soon, so we won't have time for a ton of questions. We'll only be able to get through a few questions today. Trying to make sure you're all aware of that in advance.
Yeah, I heard that, right? Give me a thumbs up if y'all heard that. We're about to drop a play.
Hey, Coach, can you hear us?
Sure can.
All right, great. All right, folks, head coach Mario Cristobal here. As a reminder, he does have a time-sensitive meeting to get to, so we'll only have time for a few questions today. We'll jump right into questions, and we'll start it off with Chris Stockman inside the U. Chris, go ahead.
Coach, what has Mitchell Aguirre brought to your team, and also how would you evaluate your team's pass rush that first game?
Mitchell is an excellent football player. He's accountable, hard worker, tough, really good for culture. The scheme really fits him. I think that's the reason he came to Miami.
Is it loud enough?
And he played a solid first game. He's had a really good week of practice. He brings physicality. He brings pass rush. He sets edges really, really well. Plays with a high motor. And really increase in that front. Our pass rush, we're undisciplined. I think we talked about today after practice. We need to have better practice habits. We need to run the ball better. We need to be more physical. It's a very different blueprint. They're not used to it, okay? And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But we have to keep forging forward and use a blueprint that is to the test of time. And that involves the guys up front continuing to lead the charge. And Mitchell has certainly done his part to make that a reality.
Go to Adam Lichtenstein on Sentinel. Adam.
Hey, Mario. So it might be a bit of a cliche, but, when people say that, the most improvement comes between week 1, week 2. On the defensive side of things, which units have you seen improve the most, or have you seen all of them improve?
Throughout the last couple of days of practice, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you the areas of focus, the ones that we mentioned on Saturday and the days following that, how we really need to be a better attacking team. We have made so much progress. We felt in the summer and in the springtime and fall camp and in our scrimmages. And then it showed up in spurts on Saturday. And when I mean tackling, I'm talking about not only getting guys on the ground, but knock back tackling as opposed to absorbing. That comes with practicing in a tough manner. And when I say tough, in a smart manner, not going to the ground, making sure you accelerate through contact and run your feet. So that's got to show up. Communication's got to show up. Technique in the secondary's got to show up. Finishing drives. We finished drives on offense, but also we left some big explosive plays on the table by not finishing downfield, up front and on the perimeter. And it starts and ends with the way you practice and conditioning. And as you can tell, I want and need more out of the way we practice. And we're making progress, but it's not enough. So we're gonna demand more of ourselves, and we're gonna teach. We're gonna keep coaching and teaching and learning, all of us together as a program, to keep elevating, the things that we talked about, because you have to practice it. We could sit here and preach it till we're blue in the face and show 18, different clips about what it should look like, but until you do it again and again and again, until you can't get it wrong, it doesn't show up. So hopefully we fit that number, and hopefully it'll show up on Saturday better.
We'll go now to Susan Miller-Degnan from the Miami Herald. Susan, we can't hear you. We'll come back to you. We'll go to Manny Navarro from The Athletic. Manny.
Hey, Mario, wanted to ask you about the facility across the street from the football stadium where you guys had some recruits. Obviously, I know that didn't exist last year. Curious how it compares to what you have at Oregon, and maybe the impact of having a place like that pregame and postgame for recruits to hang out.
That place is really nice now and unique and comfortable, and it's spacious, and it's a great setting to be able to just mingle with families, recruits, have our families there as well. It's an awesome pavilion now. I had no idea. I'd never seen it before. So it was different when we were out before. Before I was at Oregon, we had everything was in the HDC, the complex was apart from the stadium, so there was no real place for the recruits to go to in the stadium. They had to go across the building where you couldn't see the game from, but it was a 6th floor, beautiful room. You could see just about everything up there. So, but just this is very Miami-ish, and this is very like elite level. It's an awesome scenario. Really, just overall, the stadium, the venue itself, unbelievable, top to bottom. So looking forward to getting back in there. Looking forward to
most people play in the dump.
David Lake from Inside the U. David.
Coach, I wanted to ask you your thoughts on John Campbell from game one, and I'm curious if he's shown you enough to this point to be considered one of your 5 best, or whenever Zion is fully integrated.
Y'all need to see.
If you could play 6 line all the time, you would. You know, that's how good he's been. He's proven himself as one of our better players, not to mention just offensive lineman. So, super proud of his intentional training. Everything he does is very purpose-driven. He just doesn't go out there and get reps to get reps. He's very conscientious of everything, technique, fundamentals, the way he eats, body weight, everything. And so he's been a tremendous player, teammate, asset. Miami Hurricane. He's been awesome.
As I mentioned, Coach does need to get going, so we've got time for one more question. Susan, we'll try you again. Still can't hear you, Susan, so we'll end with Luke Cheney from All Hurricanes. Luke, go ahead. Last question for Coach.
Susan, lay down.
Coach, so how would you describe Malik Shorts as a player, and what type of challenges do you expect him to bring to your offense on Saturday?
One more time, I'm sorry?
Yeah, so Malik Shorts, how would you describe him as a player, and then what type of challenges do you expect a defender like him to bring to your offense on Saturday?
Well, I mean, he's one of several good players. I mean, when we play a team like Southern Miss, it's as disruptive as they are.
We're talking about their team.
That is as line of scrimmage controlling as they are on both sides.
Talking about Southern Miss.
Yeah, very aware of great players, but at the same time, you're also making sure that your teams are playing disciplined football and that you're taking care of business as it relates to us. We made it a point from the beginning, since the day we got here, we're going to focus on Miami and Miami does apply to the, but I was very comfortable with guys that really stand out on tape, and they have several good players on tape that merit accolades and certainly praise.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Recording stopped.
So we get Jose Barragales, we get Jake.
Players in shortly.
Rivers. You think y'all want to ask Jake Rivers or Jose Barragales? Hurricane Dave say, shout out to Dave with the 305. Hard work is not a form of punishment. You're right, Dave. This man tripping, man. Kane Cole, you stop, man. You tripping, man. You tripping, dog. Stop. Did anybody see the video when Travis Hunter hugs Dion right before the game starts? Let me see. They counted us out.
Susan, try talking. Let's see if we can hear you.
They're trying to fix Susan.
Not working.
Sorry, that was so loud. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry that had to be so loud. I could have did that without the sound, huh? That to me, bro. And I don't know if we have time to talk about it right now. But that to me is about as real as it gets. Like what I saw there was, to me, what I saw was a guy appreciating a guy who's probably taught him so much, who probably sold him and promised him, hey, listen, man, you come here, we're going to do something big here. And he watched, this is his first game now, and he watched Prime do and build exactly what he said he was going to build at an HBCU, right? He hasn't built a national championship team, but he took something that was lower level and he's built it into something, especially in the media eyes. Travis Hunter gets just as much coverage as any other kid in a Power 5. You ask me, you know what I'm saying? Because he maybe don't get to play on CBS or play on SEC TV or you know what I'm saying, or the ACC channel. But through the way Dion does media and with Barstool attached to what they're doing, I don't think he's missing a thing. To be honest with you, maybe playing against the competition, but I don't think he has to prove anything to anybody. Not Travis Hunter. But I think that was a guy, man, appreciating a guy who's probably taught him the ropes and made him understand certain things about value, what his value is, what he should and shouldn't do. Hey, your money, do this is what you probably should do with your money. This is what you shouldn't do with your money. This is what you need. You need an accountant to look over an accountant to look over an accountant. You know what I'm saying? He that was appreciation right there, bro. From a kid who probably you guys think has it all figured out, but he's a kid. He can't have it. No way he has it all figured out. It's a kid. So that was a moment. And I appreciated that moment. I'm sure Dion sold him on a lot of stuff to get him to come there. Hey, man, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. I'm telling you, dog, if you come, we're going to build it. And he watched him build something. Why is Gore Jr. not playing for Miami? Why is Gore Jr. not playing for Miami? Frank Gore Jr., if you haven't looked, is 5'8", 195 pounds. And if I had to say a reason he's not playing for Miami, that's probably the reason. Even though in high school, I could see the talent. But if you had a clue, you know what I'm saying, you could see the talent. He was super talented, but like anything, the size thing comes into play. Just like you got the kid from Northwestern that's running all over everybody forward. The size thing is going to come into play, and these colleges are going to pick kids off their size. You saw him throw up to you, right? You saw him throw up to you. This was him. That was him in high school. I would say that's the main reason. It was his size, just like any other undersized kid that they don't think is good enough to make it on there. You know what I'm saying? That's how colleges pick kids, dog. That's how colleges pick kids. But then another reason I would say he's excelling is because the.
Can you guys hear me now?
Oh, Susan.
Yes, but there's a very bad echo.
Susan just came through that thing.
Okay. I'm going to turn the phone up. Hold on. I'm going to try the computer again.
If you have headphones with a microphone, you could try using those.
This is Frank Ward right here too.
Frank, what's going on, Frank? What's up, Coach? Hey, what you played out there today? I felt I did good. Could have did better, but that's what got win. You good? You happy to be back in pads, man? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Who you played 707 for? I played Nightmare. Yeah, Nightmare. Played for Nightmare? Yeah. So listen, I saw you playing a little cornerback and a little running back. Which one you like playing the most? I think corner more fun, but running back my thing. That's what I'm good at.
You ain't lying.
You like running back? Corner more fun. Oh no, it's just like you take risks. You have fun with it. How you feel you guys gonna do this year? Well, it's gonna suck. A lot of people in Miami. They don't think we're gonna have nothing, but
You seem too confident, huh?
We can afford to play tonight this year.
That boy for the place sorry.
Did they give you a corner to play running back? Yeah. Work hard, and just keep my grades up.
Chris Young, this is true, dog.
Yeah, like 100, like 130. All right, man. Frank, what you follow is all right.
He did his thing, man. But that's what it is, bro. That's what it is, bro. It's the size thing. Then he goes somewhere. He get the opportunity is the big thing. He gets an opportunity, and yeah, he's allowed to show who he is.
I'm on twice. This is so strange.
Susan's still trying to fix that thing.
We can hear you though, so that's good.
How about that? Can you hear me?
Good. We got you, Susan.
Why the hell am I? Okay. Wow, that's really screwed up. Oh, wait a second. Let me try this.
How do I turn this sound off? What's going on? Let me see. Let me. Susan messing up my thingamajig. Let me see. Yeah, boy, it's wild, man. Is Terrence Lewis a take, man? I think Terrence Lewis is a baller. You know what I'm saying? But I don't believe UM would touch him because UM. When I reached out last time to see if they were going to get him, I was excited about him coming to Miami. They were kind of on the fence about him. Just what he would bring to the locker room, not necessarily his talent on the field. You know what I'm saying? It's not his talent on the field. And yeah, they wasn't too enthused then. That's how he ended up at UCF. So yeah, I can't see them doubling back. Like, so I don't think UM will do it. I would love if they do it, but I don't think so. Y'all are crazy, man. Y'all wow, man. Wow. Okay, here we go.
Turn off the video. Yeah.
Let me know if y'all can hear. Give me a thumbs up. Well, they're not talking yet. Can y'all hear anything? Can y'all hear Susan? Can y'all hear her moving around? Man, y'all in these comments, man, y'all killing me, dog. Killing me, dog. I think we all think they should give him a chance. Um, just like we probably thought that they should have gave Henry Parrish a chance, or they should have gave Gore a chance. But that's not. I'm just telling you how they do business. You understand? Like what I've seen in the past. I'm trying to get the logistics of what I used to do with this live thing again. So if I don't ask a question, bro, don't street man. We need you to ask questions, dog. I'm trying to get the logistics right on this thing. What I used to do. Hey, street. See, we had these conversations in the group me, the football villain group me. We talked about this last night, bro. Like in depth. Yeah, and I don't necessarily want to talk about it and out into the public like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we talked about it kind of in depth. In the group me. So man, 786-405-9499. You want to get down with IOD Squad. I think there's 100 and I don't know 50 people in there now. I can only imagine. I wish y'all all could get in now, man. I can only imagine y'all gonna jump in when the market starts going back up. And the time is to get in when the market is down. All right, so here we go. Let me see if I can get this together.
We'll start off with Gio Milian from King Space. Gio.
Hey Andy, how you doing? You went for 11 for 12 on touchbacks during kickoffs and the season opener. How much of that do you attribute to the work that you put into your craft during the off season?
I actually take a lot of pride in that because I know last year towards like mid season, towards the end of the season, I was trying to get a little inconsistent with my kickoffs. So I worked hard on that in the off season. Showed up on Saturday how much work I actually put in. So.
That noise. I've never heard noise in the back.
Manny Navarro from The Athletic. Manny.
Hey, Andy, curious, you mentioned how towards the end of last season, you got a little inconsistent. Is there a way to like pace, yourself to keep some strength in your leg for those kickoffs? And is that something that I guess Coach Maloof or any of the people around the program have talked about this season?
Yeah. I mean, I know me and Coach Maloof have been talking about that, just how to maintain or how to keep my stamina up throughout the whole season to be able to do what I did Saturday all season long. So that is something we have talked about.
Go to Adam Lichtenstein from the Sun Sentinel. Adam.
Hey Andy, being on the sidelines watching Keyshawn Smith return kicks last weekend, just as a kicker, what did you see from how he did on the returns and how like the return team did?
I think he did amazing. I mean, he showed he could be a kick returner, and he's elusive, he's fast, I mean, he's agile, he can get in and out the crowd. So I think he's going to be a weapon for this season.
Or David Wilson from the Miami Herald. Dave.
Hey, Andy, you mentioned Coach Maloof, and obviously he's limited, I guess, on what he can do during game day, but having kind of like a dedicated special teams guy on a day-to-day basis, just what has that done for the special teams as a whole?
We've gotten a lot smarter, I guess you could say, because he has brought stuff that he learned in the NFL and taught it to us. And obviously having my brother also in the NFL, it's a lot of good information that I'm trying to retain.
His brother is in the NFL.
Go to Alex Pachachi from CBS.
Hey, Andy, I was wondering if you worked on anything specifically in the spring and the summer, maybe worked with your brother to just improve off of last season.
I definitely worked on my kickoffs. That's one, and also on my field goals, just the height of my ball. I know not many people realize, but to me, like Saturday, just seeing my extra points and how high I was just kicking them, like really made me feel like all the work that I put in actually is showing itself. So.
Go to Daryl Streeter from Footballville. Daryl.
How you doing, bro? You were once at Chaminade. Chaminade and Miami Northwestern play this week, Thursday. Huge game. Chaminade might be one of the better teams in the country. Cam Kitchens, any of them guys giving you any mess about that game?
So far, no. We haven't really talked about that. We're kind of just focused on our game. We treat every team like a number team, so we can't treat any team differently. But I know Thursday, once we see the results of that game,
Go to Marcus Benjamin from Kings County. Marcus.
Andy, just wanted to ask about you using certain techniques to be calm. I know you've been using kind of certain techniques to, when it's a big game situation, to kind of stay calm in those situations. Can you kind of talk about that and the progress that you've made there?
Honestly, it's kind of just.
It's loud in the background.
Just nice deep breaths and then just trusting my work. At the end of the day, almost every single kick that I've had in a game, I've done it multiple times at practice. So at the end of the day, it's just hit my ball. That's kind of what I tell myself in my head: just hit your ball, and as long as I do that, I'll be good.
Last question for Andy. We'll go to Susan Miller-Degnan from the Miami Herald.
Susan.
Hey, Andy. How much can you learn from, tough times too? I know that that game at Virginia was very tough. After something like that, how long does it take to get over it? What did you learn from that? Can they just be flukes?
DJ, you say Susan ran a 4.2.
Ever since I started kicking, short-term memory.
Man, y'all foul.
So it's one kick at a time. Even if I would have made that kick, I would have okay, it's just another kick. So on to the next one. It honestly just depends on. It's really just forgetting about the past, focus on the present. That's it.
All right, Andy. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Susan figured that thing out, huh? I think we got Rivers and I think we got Jake. Listen, man, my question was kind of jacked up, man. I forgot he transferred to Champagne Yacht like the last of the season because he wanted to graduate early. And you couldn't graduate early from Chaminade, but he was at Chaminade the whole time. That's where he got recruited at. I mean, Streeter, why Ronnie Powell says, Streeter, why does Susan always have a follow-up question? Okay, so you got to understand when those reporters that work for these stations, when they come there, they're coming there to get information, to write a story. So she has to ask him as many questions as possible to get more information for her story. It's a crunch, bro. It's definitely a crunch. I don't go there with that agenda, and that's not. I don't go there with that agenda. I haven't figured that part out. Like, how could I get an advantage off of asking them a question? I will figure it out though. But so she asks follow-up questions just because, I mean, not saying people like it or don't like it, but you can ask follow-up questions. Sometimes the press conference ends because nobody has any questions. Ham say, Streeter, you don't spoil us because you do your own thing. Yeah, I mean, I kind of do. You know what I'm saying? Is my question yesterday was awesome though, man. I got in touch with my boy from Under the Radar, and they was like, "Hey, ask Keyshawn." It was like, ask him about his coach, his two coaches. And man, I asked him, man, he lit up. And he was like, "How you know that?" I went to thump at my chest like, "Yeah, dog, I do my homework, doggy." I don't know how many of y'all saw that. But yeah, he said the coaches were real influential. He said they're the reason why he at Miami. And he said he talked to him every day. Y'all heard Chase Smith say they're gonna shut that thing down?
and we take it very serious here.
You think people are going to start kicking away from you now?
I hope not. But I feel like they will, but I hope not. I hope they're not scared to kick it to me.
Keyshawn, talk about your actually Coach Carter and Coach Dede. How influential was they to you? Do you still speak with them?
Speak. How do you know that? How you know? I speak to him every day. Coach Dunn sends me positive messages. Me and Coach Carter is like my uncle. He's like like my big brother uncle. He's like my role model. You know, he's been there and done it too. So is Coach Dunn. They kind of the reason why I'm here now. So I couldn't be here without them too. So I thank them a lot, and we're real close.
I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool, dog. He said, how you know that?
or uptick in intensity or anything in practice the last few days?
Yeah, no, definitely. I feel like we've definitely tried to pick up our intensity. Practices are long, and we play here in Miami where it's humid. It's hot and humid, and we're trying to take pride in that. And just really, I think that's something that could separate us. And we could use that as an edge when people come down here to play us. So I feel like just pushing through that, we've really been working on trying to push through that and finish out our practice strong. We have our end of the practice day. We try to finish out like the fourth quarter and win that last part of practice overall. But I feel like, yeah, definitely there's been an up in intensity and just like attention to detail.
Go to Manny Navarro from The Athletic. Manny.
Hey, Jake. Congrats on the performance on Saturday. Curious how things maybe are a little different under Frank Ponce in terms of what he expects from you guys in the film room, and then on game day, responsibilities. I don't know how often you guys have the headsets on, communicating with Tyler, etc. Just how is it different maybe from?
He just answered that, Chris. He just answered. That was the first question.
Last year I didn't have the headset on at all. So I mean, yeah, no, I don't think I put the headset on at all. And this year I haven't put it on at all either. We had our signalers with the headset on, but other than that, we're just staying by coach. And I was just trying to watch the plays, just like last year would be. Just trying to watch our signals, watch our plays, and hear what's being called. So this way, when I'm on the sideline, I can watch and see what the defense is going to it, how they're playing to it. And this way, if I get the opportunity and my number's called, then I can go out and execute and have an idea of how the day is going and what their tendencies are.
Susan Miller-Degnan from the Miami Herald. Susan.
Hey, Jake. Last year you had the quarterbacks coach and the offensive coordinator were one and the same. What's it like having the two separate coaches, a separate quarterback, separate offensive coordinator? Did you gain any more insight? How has it been different, this season?
Yeah, no, last year, Coach Lashley was our offensive coordinator and quarterback coach. But we had Coach Brewer, who's in the room with us, and we had other people helping us out too. So, this year we have Coach Gaddis as our OC. He'll stop in and say a couple words to us here and there. But we're always communicating, and Coach Ponce is with us. We're with Coach Ponce all the time, every day.
You say he's unselfish?
We also have Coach Crutch and Coach Orgeron. So, it's not very different than last year. But I feel like it's a good thing for us to have all these people helping us, and Coach Ponce just focusing on us as opposed to him having to focus on the whole entire offense.
Also, I guess Gaddis told us that he was really proud of your pocket movement. That he said it was phenomenal. That you had some guys in your face and you made some tough throws. Can you talk about that a little bit? How you've progressed, what you've done?
Right. No, that's definitely something that I feel like I pride myself on greatly. Is being able to maneuver in the pocket and just being able to feel things in the pocket and being aware, making quick movements and getting the ball out. So that's really something that I've prided myself on since high school. I've put in a lot of work with my quarterback coach back home, Danny Hernandez, and I feel like that's something that can separate me, that did separate me throughout high school, and something that allows me to get the ball off now. So coming off an injury, I feel like I kind of lost a little bit for a second on the pocket movement stuff, but I feel like I found it back, and I feel like I'm catching my stride again. But the O-line held up really good. So, I didn't really have to move that much. There was only one time where they brought somebody off the edge. That was the only time I really had to.
Got time for a couple more for Jake. We'll go to Matt Shodell from Canaan Sport. Matt.
Yeah, hey, Jake. So a couple of questions. One of them's a little weird maybe. But, you've always been very focused. Look, whether you get California high school football season canceled, playing through that ankle injury even after you got it that game. And I was curious because I got some photos sent from our photographer, and you had the mouth guard during the game sort of dangling outside your mouth. Was it not fitting right? Like, how do you ignore that? Was that just the latest distraction and thing that happened to you that you said to say whatever and just keep playing? Like, what was that all about? And also talk about how you prepare for each game as well, even though you're behind Tyler.
Right. No,
the mouth guard, my dad had sent me a picture of that too. He's like, you thought you got away with it? But no, he sent me a picture of the mouth guard, and I had explained to him that I had left my mouth guard in, and we had a walkthrough with our regular shorts on and just our jerseys, and I had my mouthpiece on with me, and I ended up putting it in my pocket, and threw my clothes on the loop. They washed our clothes for us. Got it back the next day, my shorts, and looked at it, felt my mouthpiece in there. My mouthpiece, I guess, when it got dried, it got really hot and it got molded funny. I just didn't really feel like going to grab another one, so I just left it out like that, just kept it pushing. So, what was the rest of the question?
Yeah, and then how you prepare. That's a great story, by the way. And then maybe not so great, depending. And then also how you prepare for each game, because you're a backup. So just how you go about preparing, knowing you're behind Tyler.
Right. No, I've definitely learned a lot from Tyler. And I feel like just you have to prepare for every game and every practice as if you are the starter. And you never know when your number is going to be called. And when your number is called, you just have to make the most of the opportunity. So I feel like no matter what team we play, really have to go into it preparing like I'm the starter. And it doesn't matter if it's week 1 or week 8, it doesn't matter. You got to prepare the same way, and obviously build those good habits that'll carry you out throughout the year.
Last question for Jake comes from David Wilson from the Miami Herald. David.
Hey, Jake. Obviously, the cliche is always for the backup quarterback, you're one play away. So how much does these early season games, maybe getting a couple series with a new offense, how important is that for you?
That's huge for me. You try to say that practice is very, very realistic to a game. If we make practice, I think, harder than a game, which is, I think, what everybody around the country tries to do, but we really do that here, and I can say that confidently that we make practice harder than the games. And just going out there, I feel like from my first game experience, I'm able to say that the things that I saw on the field slowed down for me. And I feel like practice got easier and easier throughout the week, as far as knowing what I'm looking at or knowing what I'm looking for game plan wise. So the coaches really did a good job of helping us be aware of those things. And I think these in-game reps are huge for me.
All right, Jake. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. I appreciate your time too.
I was going to ask Jake. Jake dad retired as a police officer. I see y'all couldn't hear me, though. Y'all say so much funny stuff in the comment section, right? But I didn't really see where anybody said, hey, Street, we can't hear you. Let me see. I see a bunch of X's. Okay, there it is. No sound. But by the time I looked up and I see thumbs down, then Chris J. White starts cracking jokes. Y'all are wild, man. Listen. Jake Dad's a retired police officer in Cali. I was going to ask him, dog, did you ever want to be a police officer? And what kind of took you to football? Got a chance to speak with Jake's mom, man. Cool lady. She kind of ran down the whole ESPN marriage thing for us and how did it happen and how the story got out there. And she basically just said ESPN sucks. And ESPN basically tricked them into talking about something they said they wouldn't talk about. And yeah, I mean, that's what they do. So hit the like button for us, man. 786-405-9499. Hit the like button for us. And if you want to be down with IOD Squad, just send us a text, say IOD, or if you want one-on-one, sit down and want to learn, and you learn better that way. Boy, we get a lot of Rivers, huh?
Hey,
Rivers,
Jalen, can
ACC player. There you go.
You're on mute, Jalen.
My bad. Yeah, I can
hear. All right, folks, we got ACC
question for
Offensive Lineman of the Week, Jalen Rivers here. If you have questions for Jalen, please use the hand raise function. We will start off with Gio Milian from Kane Space. Gio?
Hey, Jalen, how you doing? Quick question. You got ACC Offensive Lineman of the Week honors. How much do you guys take as, just as pride as the offensive line unit, keeping Tyler and Jake's jerseys clean? How much pride do you guys take in that?
Well, we take a lot of pride out. As an offensive lineman, you got to take pride in that. You don't want to have your quarterback, running back, or anybody in the backfield hurt. So we take a lot of pride in that, and that's demanded from the coaches as well. So when I got the news that I was, the ACC Offensive Lineman of the Week, I was shocked and blessed. And there's a lot of work for me to, keep doing to, even get better. And I only just look forward to the future and with the O-line. But to answer your question, yeah, we take a lot of pride in that.
Luke Cheney from All Hurricanes. Luke.
Hey, Jalen. So how comfortable are you pulling and blocking the open field? And then what are some of the advantages of having these blocking techniques within your rushing offense?
I'm very comfortable. It took a while to get used to that type of scheme that we do, the gap scheme. But when you practice it and you do it since, spring and summer, you get really comfortable, especially during fall camp. So when come game time, you're really comfortable and you're pulling and knocking guys out. And to answer your other question, what was that other question?
Yeah, just like what are some of the advantages of having these techniques within your offense? What advantages they give you?
The advantage is, having big bodies on this offensive line where, me, John Campbell, even Ja'Kai, Scafin, every other guy just is, utilizing us and to utilize us in a way to remove people. It is a strong advantage that we have in our offense. So I would say our advantage is moving people and having big bodies to move these people.
Or Manny Navarro from The Athletic, man.
Hey, Jalen. Coach had a lot of high praise for Inez Cooper, and you guys are all big, strong dudes, but, he just got here from high school. How impressive is he?
Do they blitz a lot?
Is he the biggest guy in that room right now?
Yeah, I'm really impressed. I don't know his exact weight, but I think he is the heaviest guy. Of course, he doesn't carry it bad, but yes, he probably is one of the biggest guys on our group. But I really am. All of us are really impressed with him coming in, in the summer, and really the progression he has made has been tremendous. And I really look forward to having him with this offensive line in the future, and leading him as well in the right direction.
Go to Adam Lichtenstein from the Sun Sentinel. Adam.
Hey, Jalen. Congrats on being named Lineman of the Week. I have two questions for you. The first is Mario mentioned earlier that practice needs to get better, habits need to improve, that kind of thing. What have you seen in terms of changes in practice, intensity, attention to detail, things like that? And then also just what have you seen on film from Southern Miss's defense?
Yeah, so our practices have been, it's supposed to be hard because when practices are hard, the game makes it even easier. So I would say going into practice, it is kind of tough, and we're in Miami Heat. We got to get used to that as well, and that'll be our advantage against these other teams. So the intensity is very high as well. Scouts has got to be intense as well because they're giving us a look for the game and the opponent. So I feel like that has to be as intense as well, not just a kind of walk through. So they prioritize that as, the defensive scouts giving us a good look, and the offensive scouts as well giving us the defense a great look. So I feel like that's a great thing that they're doing in practice. What's the other question? What have we seen in Southern Miss defense? They're going to blitz a lot. So we got to be able to pick those up. We got to be able to be disciplined and
there you go,
make sure we communicate as well, because without communication, we will probably kill our running back and quarterback if we did not. So I feel like that's the biggest thing going into this game.
Got time for a few more for Jalen. We'll go to Susan Miller-Degnan from the Miami Herald. Susan.
Hey, Jalen, congratulations. And you kind of talked a little bit about this. The game this week is at noon, and I know you had a good amount of fans relatively last game. There probably won't be as many with the noon heat.
That was your question,
do you like that kind of game? Are you guys looking forward to that? And then I also wanted to ask you, it sounded like Mario was saying that you guys have to get even more, you have to practice even harder than you have been. It almost sounded like, and I'm not sure if this is correct, that maybe you had, not you, but the whole team had maybe slacked off a bit. Is that true? And what does he get like when that happens?
Well, to answer your first question, the game is at noon. We hope a lot of fans do come, regardless of the heat. But yeah, we're looking forward to that game, and we're preparing really hard. And to answer your question about Coach Mirabal, not really looking at the past, but we're looking at the present right now. Of course, he has some things that he wants to change. and practices do need to get even harder, and we need to dial in even more. So, like I said, the practices need to be harder for the game to be a little bit easier. So when we do get the game, that'll be our advantage. We practice in the heat every day. So, of course, we're going to get tired, and but we got to step right back into it and realize our why we do this, and what we want the outcome to be. So, yeah.
Go to Daryl Streeter from Footballville. Daryl.
Oh yeah, how you doing? When the team blitzes a lot, which Southern Miss will blitz a lot, how could the offensive line and your offense take advantage of a team being so aggressive?
Repeat that.
When the team blitzes a lot, like Southern Miss, they will blitz a lot. How can the offensive line or your offense take advantage of a team being so aggressive?
There's some things that we still need to work on. Really just we need to pick up the blitz, and if we don't, nothing will work. So the advantages we can, we're still working on that right now. So we'll look forward to present that during game day.
Last question for Jalen, then he's got to get going. We'll go to Alex Pachachi from CBS. Alex.
Hey, Jalen, congrats on the Offensive Lineman of the Week honors. Jake Garcia was talking about how at Miami you guys try to emphasize practice being a lot harder than the games. Can you talk about, as an offensive lineman, for you personally, and then as a unit, how much harder is it for practice than it is in games?
Yeah, so one thing we prioritize is going into practice, the O-line being physical and giving max effort and finishing, regardless of if we're a scout or if we're doing good versus good, or even indie when we're doing drills. We gotta, regardless of the heat or the environment we are in, we gotta push through and focus on the 3 things I mentioned. And as an offense, it's about the same thing. We got to be connected. We got to communicate. So where we all are in sync and we all have this chemistry. So where we will, just execute everything at a high level.
All right, Jalen, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Everyone else, thank you all as well. That's all for today. We'll see you Saturday at Hard Rock Stadium, Miami Southern Miss at noon.
There it is. One second. I love the fact that they're adopting the old green tree mentality. Well, that's kind of like what Crystal Ball is all about, bro. That's all what Highsmith is about. Like, listen, if you ask them, the reason they won is because they worked hard. He didn't want to answer that, dog. He didn't want to answer that. I didn't. He could have just said something vague, you know what I'm saying, the way that they can take advantage of it. But he didn't want to answer that. But yeah, if you ask them, Mario or Alonzo Highsmith, how did the Hurricane become great? They're going to just say hard work, and that's what it is. I don't know what happened, but I guess they're trying to get them focused. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to get them focused and stay on them. When you haven't won in a long time, it's a different thing. It's a different thing to play from out front than to play from behind all the time. I don't think he would have gave away the game plan. He could have just said, you can always take advantage of a team being aggressive. Every time a man leaves a spot, it opens a spot. He could have said something goofy like that. We done interviewed him like 3 or 4 times. The Patriots practicing in Palm Beach this week. So listen, bro, man, 786-459-9499, man. That took a lot longer than I thought it would, man. Hit the like button for us, share it, man. What we do here is kind of unique. Few things, bro. If you want to get down with IOD Squad, the number scrolling at the bottom, or click the link in the comment section. A new Caneville Experience 10 dropped in the member section for the football villains. If you want to join, the join button is right there. I tell you guys all the time. I don't know. I'm gonna show you where the join button at on my system. I'll show you. I'll actually walk you through this real fast. Here's the join button on my system. Right next to analytics, which is because it's my system. Yours probably say subscribe or yours say something else, but your join button should be right here in this same spot. Let me see if I can go to somebody else's page who may have a join button. Revoke TV. Next to subscribe, you should have a join button or something right here. If not, just click the link.
Bro, I got DMB because you got the blue check, right?
If not, just click the link. Yeah, if not, just click the link. Click the logo right there, and that'll take you to the main page, and then the join button in the top right hand corner, dog. Real simple. Real simple. So that's if you want to become. I think Google's giving you half off. We can actually go look at it there. I think Google giving you look half off. King Silver. Discount funded by YouTube. YouTube is giving you half off the first month. So you only got to pay $249 for the silver. And I think like if you wanted the platinum experience, it's $49.99. You know what I'm saying? The ones we have the most people in the bronze and the silver. The bronze is $4.99 a month and the silver is $6.99 a month. That may go up soon, bro. As we figure out what we're putting in this, what we're putting in there, and how the system works. But right now, YouTube giving you half off the first month. So y'all check that out. Listen, man. P. Will, that's why we do this, bro. One day we may make it just for the football villains. Listen, man, don't put off tomorrow something y'all could do today. The rest of your life could be seconds away. I'm D and I'm out of here.